Up, he is going to break down the things that you need to do today to protect yourself from viruses, hackers, and thieves. Really important information.
Well, it is Tech Tuesday, and today we're talking about protecting your home computer from viruses, hackers, and online criminals. Ryan Eldridge from Nerds.com, the co-founder, is with us here.
Yeah.
And the first thing we want to talk about, you've got 3 basic steps that everybody should be doing. The first one is something that I always kind of ignore, and that is update, right?
Yeah.
You've got to update when there's one available.
We got to update our operating system. Windows 10 just finally finished its free rollout, so now you have to pay for it. And so everybody's kind of complaining, I don't want to go to Windows 10, I'm happy with 7, or I'm happy with 8, or whatever. But the thing is if you're running an older operating system, you're vulnerable to viruses and spyware. These guys have had years to just practice what they want to do to your operating system and just damage it and get in there and do stuff. So update your operating system. And today happens to be the rollout of the new Windows 10 Anniversary Editions. It's kind of a fancy speak for their first service pack. And we always tell everybody, just hold off on installing a new operating system until their first service pack comes out. But now that the new Anniversary Edition's out, it's adding some new functionality. It's adding in new security software updates to it. So you're going to have new things like Cortana's going to be a little bit better. There's a better start menu where it's going to be a little more intuitive. When you click on like a news item in the start menu, it'll take you directly to the story rather than just opening the news app. There's a new integration for the stylus, so Windows Ink. So all kinds of new stuff. Right. And they promise they're not going to break anything. I know that's one of the things we're always worried about is we get a new operating system or a new update, it's going to break something, and we're not going to be used to using it, and everything's going to move around. Well, Windows 10 is supposed to unify their ecosystem and make it just a little easier for you to get around from your phone to your Xbox to your PC.
So the idea that what I do is I ignore it and I don't do it because I want to be safe, that's actually the wrong thing because I am not protecting myself. Yeah. Number 2, what's number 2?
Well, update your antivirus. A lot of us buy a brand new PC, we get some freeware on there. We can, we got Norton or McAfee or something. We think we're protected. Well, about 90 days after we open up the PC, that expires, and we're no longer being protected.
So that does work because I think I'm wasting my money with this Norton or this McAfee or
Windows has its own version.
Yeah.
That's like Windows Defender or something like that, and it's okay, or Microsoft Security Essential, something like that. It's okay, but it's not as good as like a dedicated antivirus system. We use WebRoot in our company, and it is awesome because it's looking at not just the names of files that get infected, it's looking at the behavior of the virus itself. And so even if the world doesn't know that it's a virus yet, it can go in and attack it and remove it, and it just keeps you a lot safer. And doesn't take a lot of space, there's not a lot of time for scanning. It's just an awesome little product.
All right, number 3, our last tip for the day.
Yeah, you want to back up your system. We're always being told, back up,
yes.
and then we never do it. And you want to really have 3 basic backups. You want to have iCloud or some kind of cloud backup. There I go, I switched to Apple, but some kind of Apple, or I'm gonna mess up. Some kind of cloud backup, but also some kind of like backup that you have near your computer, like an external hard drive or something like that. Because you want to make sure that it's versioning, because if you just back up everything on your system, you're going to be backing up files you don't need and all kinds of stuff. What you want to do is have it versioned.
Put it on a lacy drive or something like that.
Yeah, and you want it versioned because that way if you get infected, you can go back to the day before your infection and you're back to normal. You don't have to go through this whole restore period.
All right.
Make sense?
Makes perfect sense. Now I need to go do it. All right, Ryan Eldridge from Nerds on Call, thank you.
You're welcome.
Heather.